Hi guys, in this session I'm gonna show you some analytic part. Along with I'm going to create a KPI in Tableau. I have a total sales of amount like this. What does this mean to you? Is that good, bad? If you want to ask for me, I don't know. Because I don't have any benchmark or target to get comparison for this value. So in this session, I'm gonna create a KPI card like value using Tableau software, and I'm gonna show you what is my percentage value from the last year sales, and also I'm gonna show you a visualization which will show you a maximum sales value within that period and the minimum sales value with a dynamic color. So stay tuned. Here I have my Tableau desktop launch, and I'm going to connect with an Excel file sample superstore dataset. For creating a KPI card in Tableau, we need to have some calculation first. So what are my requirements? I have noted down here. We have to find out the current month and the maximum date. Why maximum date we gonna find? We gonna find if I gonna select from the filter part any date, that would be your maximum date. So how system can know this is the maximum date which you have selected in the filter part? So you have to create a maximum date, and maximum date would be your current date. So first need to create a maximum date, then I gonna use maximum date to find out my current date. And there are four parameters I gonna create in this session, so that the date you gonna select it from the filter part, you will have all everything dynamically to show. Here I have created month to select, which is my date parameter, and in this parameter we gonna find out the maximum date, which is related with this maximum date, which I gonna select from the filter part. And what we will show in parameter, we will show a 12 months of trend. So in this parameter, we gonna show you the selection of 12 months, last 12 months. Then I gonna create some computations here, like current year sales, past year sales, and what is the difference value. Is that positive or negative? What is the sales difference percentage? Is that positive and or negative? Or I will highlight with the green color for the maximum sales, red color with the minimum sales using a column bar chart. So I'm going to create a column bar chart which will show 12 months of trend with the green and red dynamic color, which will show your maximum sales and the minimum sales along with the KPI value. So let's start. So for this, I need to create first the maximum date. So here you create a calculated field for the max date, which I gonna fix here max order date. This is my maximum date. Now my second is current month. So I'm going to create next calculation for the current month. Here you have to select the month. So date trunk. Here I'm going to select the month. So month from the maximum date which I have created here. So just drag it here. This is my current month, meaning the month I gonna select it from the maximum date. A date parameter, which gonna select the month from this part. So create a date parameter. Path, I am going to select the month part from the order date. This is my date parameter. Max date parameter. Max date parameter. Here what I have created a date parameter, just the same thing with the maximum value. So I have created date date trunk. Here I'm gonna select month from the order date, and here I'm gonna select maximum date trunk, maximum date, and here I'm gonna use date. So this is my max date parameter. So I'm going to close with the fixed one. So what I have created here, created date with the maximum date rank using the month selections from the order date. Now I'm going to create a date parameter. So create a parameter for date parameter, and data type would be date, and I'm gonna select here list. Here I'm gonna select this one, and not this one, and here I'm gonna select date parameter, and here I'm gonna select this one. Now I have list of dates here. So now okay. So I'm gonna use date parameter filter. For this, creating a measure date parameter filter. My my date parameter equal to what I have created a parameter filter for date. Just now, okay. This is my boolean value, and I gonna filter by using true false because it will showing only T and F. You can see here true and false. Now I'm going to create the next one is date to show in parameter, which will show my 12 months trend. So for this, here I gonna use calculated field date to show in parameter. Here I gonna create a measure, that measure will show a 12 months of 10. So I have to find out a difference. So date diff, and difference would be of month. Now date trunk using month from the order date, and from the order date and date trunk here using month from the order date is greater than equal is greater is less than 12 months and again same copy the above portion and paste here, and here I gonna show you greater than 0, greater than and equal 0. So this is my 12 months of 10 bill show using this calculation. So I have created this. Now we have to be this above. Now I have to create CY cells, meaning the current cells. So going to create CY cells here. If date trunk month of order date equal same thing, copy and paste here, but here you have to define a max date. Max date, then cells, and here I have used if date trunk means order date, month of the order date is equal to the month of the max date, that means the maximum date. Then you gonna show me a sales amount. And what is the sales amount? Then you have to use here sum of the sales amount, which will show me a sum of the sales amount. Now for the previous year they sales, so duplicate this calculation and edit this one. Use PY sales, and here you have to use date add. Date add. I gonna add year minus 1 year with the this function what I have used already. Then gonna show me a sales amount. That means previous year sales amount. So now okay. Now I have sales amount of the current year and the previous year. Now want to find what is the difference between these 2 years of sales. So sales difference. Sales difference is simple current year sales minus the previous year sales. Now, okay. Now I have to find out what is the difference percentage. So, sales difference percentage. Here I gonna use CY sales minus PY sales divided by PY sales. Now just format it first. So for CYSs, just go here and choose the currency one. Now for the PYSs, format it, currency, and the sales difference is also gonna show as a currency, but the difference should show us as a percentage. Now I have CYSs and PYSs and difference and their percentage. But what about the value from the CYSs minus to the PYSs? If it's positive or negative. So you have to create for the value which is positive or negative, and the same for the sales percent difference percentage for the negative or positive. So just create a parameter positive sales difference, not percentage. Here sales difference. If sales difference is greater than 0, then sales difference, and now duplicate it and do it for negative, and just give it as a negative. And for positive you have to give greater than and equal. In the same way for the sales difference percentage, sales difference percentage for positive value. So if sales difference percentage is greater than equal 0, then sales difference percentage, and now duplicate it and modify this one for the negative value of percent difference. Now I have created all the things, CYSs and PYSs and their difference and their percentage. If they are positive or negative for the values and for the percentage value. So you have to select the TY cells here, meaning this year says CY cells. Just hide this one, hide title. And I'm going to drag again PY cells. Now, what is my difference? So, sales difference here and sales difference percentage here. Now I have to use a positive or negative value for both. So for just remove this one percentage value because you have the positive percentage value and the negative percentage value. And we have a positive value difference. I have selected the difference, so just drag this one and you have to select uh, value. So positive value and the negative value. Here I have selected and you have to make a difference as a percentage. So just format it and for the positive value, percentage value. Now, and the difference, where is my sales difference is here and make it currency. This is fine. And my difference value, you have to format it also. So this one and for the positive value, just format it also as a currency. Now you have to use current month here and select the continuous month here and make it a text. Now you can see January 22nd showing here. This is what I have selected here. There is a gap of in in date parameter. We have to select maximum date parameter here and the date parameter here. Once I get selected, the value get appeared for the last year and the percentage value. So now I'm going to make it a format for the same thing. Just copy this one and paste it here and I think it's fine. Now this is okay. Now you're gonna select anything. You can see the same thing get impacted here. Now you can see. Now this is your KPI value. Now what I want a graph. So go to the next sheet and here I have to use order date for the month. So my order date is here. Just select this one here, drag it here. You have to select continuous month now and you have to select uh, sales and drag it here. Make it a bar chart here and I'm going to use date parameter filter also here and selecting true and add to context so that it can change it and date to show in parameter I want to show only 12 months. So just drag it here and select a true value. Now I have through with this one and make it just edit axis. Here I'm gonna use tick mark, gonna fix 0 than 50,000 so that we can have 0, 50 and 100. If we did like 25, then we have 4 part. So fix this one and for the minor I gonna fix here uh, let it be fine. Now just drag it and click it and make it here. I wanna fix not for year, I want for the month and want 3 months of gap and I don't want to show a time. Now hide the title and I want to have a filter, so you show filter, you just select this one, your value get changes. Now what I want here the maximum sales value of the bar and the minimum sales value of the bar will get dynamically color changes. Maximum sales will show as a green color of bar and minimum sales will show a red color of this bar. So for this you need to have one more calculation and I want to show you one more thing which is my the current sales which I have selected which will show a single color. So first I want for this color part color max sales of the selected period. So here I gonna use if my uh, if date trunk month of order date equal is my current month, then show me the sales and now I gonna use here sum. Now click OK and drag to the color part. Only one color is showing because this is the maximum sales of the selected period. Now just select one. This is the maximum selected period. Here I gonna select this one. This one is the maximum select sales of the selected period. But now what I want not this one or I can have this and just make it a duplicate and for the next sheet I rename here a sheet 3. Here I gonna show you red and green. So just remove this one. For this you need to have one more calculation uh, green or red cells for the selected period. So I'm going to create a measure for this for green and red cells. So here I'm gonna use if my sum of cells equal window max sum of cells. If my sum of cells equal to window max sum of cells, then then I gonna use as a max and else else if my just copy same and paste it here And here you're gonna use mean in place of max. Then we're gonna use mean, else I gonna use others. And now and. Here I have used the sum of sales is within these windows. Which one is the maximum sum of sales? Then it would be max, and which would be a minimum, then that one would be a minimum sales, and the rest, one is maximum, one is minimum, and the rest would be other. I have given as a max, mean, and others. We will show as a color. So just click this one and drag this to the color part. Now you can see we have different color here. Max, just click this one. I want max to be a green color. So just select this one, green color. Mean, I want as a red color, and other, and for other I want some light color, and for the max I want a green color. Now okay. Now you can see we have just changed the mean color as red. Now this is my mean color, minimum sales. This is my maximum sales. And you can see the legends with the color. You can select, you can have a maximum sales here and minimum sales here. Do you want some data level? Then you can drag the sales to the data level. You can select the parameter, this one. This is why I created a parameter for selecting this one. Now I am through with this one. Here I have shown here the maximum and minimum color with the bars. Here I show the current year sales. Now here I'm showing a KPI card. So just create a dashboard. For this I am inserting a vertical container. Then I gonna use a horizontal container. Here I'm selecting this one, and also I'm selecting this one, and here I gonna use, I'll just remove this one. Now select this and make it floating. Hide title, just move it here. Hide title, and make it floating too, so that you can have like this and drag like this, and you can hide this one. You can also hide this one like this, and you have some lines here, so just click go format, and for the rows remove this one. Now fine, you just select the parameter your value get changes. You just remove this one. Uh, you select this and move somewhere or make it floating first. Now you move somewhere. You have this one. Just cut this or now arrange this. Now we have my KPI card in Tableau ready. Now you just select your value get impacted in the dashboard. We have positive value sometime, we have negative value sometime. Everything gonna show here in your KPI card. Here just select this one and fit it in the width like this or make it a standard this. If you want some more format, so go for alignment. I want this alignment for the sheet. Uh, for the sheet, mm, for the pen, just go there, and for the header part, just go there. That's fine. Now I'm ready. Now just select the parameter. You will have the impact over this. The date which you have selected, we have used date trunk for the month. That's why you gonna select here the date. You have month here. That is why I use date trunk. So in this way you can create for your profit part, for your uh, discount part, you can take average. In case of discount, you can take average quantity. In case of you are going to compute over the quantity. So this is up to you. So stay tuned for the next video.